Nyad was directed by Jimmy Chin. It was a film where it has 2 Oscar noms that I know of. Annette Bening plays Diana Nyad, and also Jodie Foster plays her friend. And they both are getting Oscar noms for this weekend. This film is about Diana Nyad, who was actually a competitive swimmer. And she tries to be the first person to swim from Cuba to Florida. So she tries to swim from Cuba to Florida, Key West Islands. So this film, honestly, like, I didn't really know what to expect. I am a fan of Annette Bening and Jodie Foster. I grew up on their films, always enjoyed both of their acting. And this film is something that I watched with my wife over the past weekend. This film, honestly, is for anybody that is striving to do anything extraordinary and being able to put you, especially something physical, right? You might be somebody that wants to lose an exorbitant amount of weight. You might be somebody who wants to get jacked in the gym. You might be somebody who wants to make it to Major League Baseball, Major League Soccer. You might want to run a New York Marathon, LA Marathon. This film is extraordinary. This film is for people that are extraordinary, that are looking to do extraordinary things in their life. And the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is just putting in the extra work, discipline, and what it takes to be extraordinary in this world is putting in the extra effort and extra discipline to get to that feat of being extraordinary. And Diana Nyad was extraordinary. She tried to swim from Cuba to the Key West Islands, Key West, Florida, multiple times, and she failed multiple times. And we're talking about swimming in the ocean with sharks and jellyfish and all type of crazy shit. This woman would swim for days without taking a break. You understand? Very dangerous. And she did this at the age of 60 years old. So if you're 23 years old and you're like, man, it's going to be hard to get in the gym, get your punk ass in the gym. There's a woman that was 60 years old that could swim from Cuba to Key West. And it's amazing. I loved it. I loved the film. I thought it was a great film. I thought Jimmy Chin, who was a director, did an incredible job. And there's another director as well. I don't know how to pronounce her name, so I'm not going to try. Her name right there. But they did an incredible job. The cinematography was great. The DP, the director of photography, did an incredible job. The story was written really well. I think that Annette Bening and Jodie Foster played off each other incredibly. It was really good. It was a great story. Really good story. And like I said, I love to see the character depth. I love to see like the depth of a character. And I feel like Annette Bening really did an incredible job. I was just now looking at the list for Oscar noms, and Annette Bening is up for Best Actress in a Film. And she has some stiff competition, man. She's going against Joy Divine, one of the ladies that was in the film, The Holdovers. I already reviewed that. But like, as deep as she went, honestly, she did a great job, you know. And Jodie Foster, she's up for Best Supporting Actress in a Film. So this Oscars is going to be a great one, honestly. I think this is going to be a really good one. How do I rate the film? I give this film a 93. I give it a 93. Was it one of the best films I've seen in the past year? Yeah. Because it was a story of a woman overcoming so much shit. You know, this is a 60-year-old woman that was who was battling through her childhood trauma. She had some real fucked up shit happen to her as a kid, based upon the divorce of her parents, and she had some assaults happen to her, from someone she really trusted as a little girl, and it haunted her into her 60s. And she was overcoming all this mental anguish and was able, after a couple of times and a couple of attempts of swimming from Cuba to Florida, one of the most dangerous things I've ever seen, she was able to do it at the very end of the film. Spoiler alert. But I would suggest anybody check this film out, because we all have things that we must overcome to become extraordinary. So it doesn't mean, it might not be anything physical. It might be something mental that you need to break through in order to become extraordinary. But like I said, I give this film a 93.